Okay guys, it's KJM and I am back with like the finishing looks. So I'm so torn because when I look at my bathroom lighting with just the less bright lighting, I really like how my makeup's looking. But then on camera, I'm looking a little pale. So hold on. Shut the lights off for you guys once. So you could see the difference. Okay, so I guess for giving tips, I need to make things brighter. So what I did was, I'm actually not such a big fan of the Studio Fix Fluid foundation, and it's supposed to match the NC45, but I have found that the full coverage NC45 is like less harsh on my skin and looks more natural. I know in this light, it's kind of hard to tell what's natural. But I will tell you this. Thanks to my sister from another mother, Wendy, and Clinique, I am definitely going to try creating my own color corrector. I'm going to keep trying for the next couple of days and play with it. And unfortunately, the sun is going to set in a little bit here, so I'm not going to have the best lighting when I try to take pictures, but I am still going to try to take pictures. I'll let you guys know, I only filter pictures when I don't have the best lighting. I definitely do video filters when I'm connecting it to music because it makes me look like a cartoon character, and I think that's like super, super cool. Just letting you guys know that. So I'm going to try to take some pictures, but I wish I had like more natural light and it wasn't close to the sun setting. Let's go over the steps again and let's talk about where I may have gone wrong. So once again, you can use whatever eye cream that you normally would use. So I use Ahava. That's like my thing. They have like a brightening cream. And then depending on your complexion for your dark circles, I used red on this side. Like it should be a drop of red, but if you guys watch my first video, you really see that I put half of this like lipstick on this side of my face. I'm just so freaking heavy-handed. And then I put peach on this side for people with like lighter skin tones. And to be honest, looking in the mirror, I definitely have to perfect the technique more under my eyes, but I kind of like the peachy side for me, but we'll see. We'll see how they go. So you drop, you know, a dot of this, and then you mix it in with a little bit of the eye cream, and then you put on some sort of concealer. I probably would recommend like a full coverage, and you put it on, and then you like let it set. Let it set. Then from that point, you put on another layer of concealer, and you let that set, because the whole thing is you're color correcting. So the first thing, the lipstick, the eye cream, and the first part, oh look, even if I wash my hands, I still have liquid matte lipstick under my nails. Anywho, you're really trying to just hide those dark circles. I did an okay job today. It's not that great, but for a first time, I'm really pleased because for me, I can tell the difference from when I've just been doing regular concealer up under my eyes. And like I said, I'm heavy-handed, so that may be the reason why my results are not that great, because I like do a rub instead of a pat. I be seeing these women pat, 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 and I'm like, the pat, pat, pat is not getting rid of my dark circles. Of course, I'm going to shop around for a color corrector that's really good for my skin tone. So if you guys have a brand, especially if you're a sister out there and you love that brand's color corrector, definitely put it in the comments. Okay, so after I did all of that, let it set, you guys saw me blend it in, and then I went and used the Studio Fix NC45 foundation, which is not my favorite, but I really needed to use a foundation in order to show you guys like legitimately the change from the concealer instead of just using like a full coverage concealer. So from that point, I finished the rest of my makeup, you know, did a little highlight in the cheekbones type of thing. I did use some finishing powder because like I said, I was sweating. So I did use some finishing powder, and then those were the steps. So my first video really, or I don't know how many videos this is going to be depending on the venue or the social network. My first video really covered the steps to make your own color corrector. Now you may perfect it faster than me because I still feel like in the mirror over here, I feel like it's just right. I still need to go a little bit heavier in these areas. And I think because I went so heavy, like the drops probably should have been right in the indent. So I'm going to work on that as time goes on. So now that that's done, I am not a professional makeup artist, just like I tell you guys with the wig installs, like I'm not a professional. And doing some things on camera, like movie reviews, Hallmark movie reviews, I'm so comfortable. But then doing wig installs, doing makeup on camera, not my favorite thing to do. But I do want to tell you why I think this is important. So I didn't get into makeup till late in life. I was in my mid-30s when I started really wearing makeup. So let me tell you what that meant. Before my mid-30s, I would only get my full face done for like proms, weddings, that kind of thing. And my little sister would definitely do my makeup for like family events. We're 12 years apart, so she kind of grew up wearing makeup and really learned how to perfect her technique. So she can really contour and do all these wonderful things, but she started pretty young, like in grade school. So one thing I love about that she started young, she learned a lot of techniques, and her skin is still really beautiful. And as she's gotten older, she's kind of, you know, gone more natural at times and then used makeup more on special occasions. Whereas I kind of did the opposite. When I was younger, maybe I would do some eyeshadow, maybe I'd do some lipstick, but I wore nothing on my skin. If you went to school with me, you will always know that I'm not the type of person to get blemishes. It could be like high school, could have been college, it could have been graduate school. I literally let young skin be young. So what that meant to me is maybe a little lipstick, maybe a little eyeshadow, but I definitely didn't do much to my skin on a regular basis. Most I would do is like steam treatments and that kind of thing, like natural steam treatments with like, you know, like a rag and everything. So, and if I went to the spa, I don't allow people to touch my face. Some people have reactions to things like that, and that always scares me. You can try anything else, but just like not on my face. So I always request, like I had a guy one time for Valentine's Day weekend send me to the spa, and he knew like I don't like people touching my face. You just don't know if you're gonna have reactions to to those products. And the women on my in my family on both sides have super sensitive skin, and we have super weird allergies. My mother's side is like allergic to chicken. I think so far I'm the only woman that hasn't had some sort of interaction with chicken, fingers crossed. I'm allergic to coffee. So far, I'm the only person I know that is straight up allergic to coffee beans, can't smell it, can't be near it, can't consume it. It's like no joke. So because of that, I let my skin be young all those years. Once I got into my mid-30s and the circles really started kicking in, because like I said, I've been awake since 2006. And at this point, it was 2016. So I've been wide awake with insomnia for about 10 years. And married to my education, married to my job. And if you're not married to those two things, you may be a mom, or you may be a mixture of a career woman and a mom. And I'm gonna tell you this, a lot of people talk about natural beauties. And yes, I do like wig reviews and stuff like that with no makeup on. So you just get to see it how it is. And some days, especially in the natural light, my skin will film so beautifully. And other days, you know that I need to get some sleep. As I got older, I really felt like makeup, especially concealer, is super important. And I'm sorry, in my late 30s, I really started to fall in love with eye creams and skin moisturizers. And once again, I had to test out and see what works on my skin. And typically, if it works on my mom and my sister's skin, it should work on mine. But out of all of them, I have the most super sensitive skin because I can't wear perfume. I can only wear body splashes. So yeah, lots of weird allergies, right? And so that's the recommendation I would give to you. If you're young, definitely try to learn techniques, because I wish I could do makeup as good as my sister can. But at the same time, I love that I'm at this mature age and I don't have like a million blemishes. And even if you do, baby, that's what color corrector, concealer, foundation. Don't be ashamed to pick it up and make it yours. You can still be a natural beauty and like a little bit of enhancement. All you're doing is enhancing who you are and making sure that when you step outside your house, you are your best self. You're showing up as your best self. So I know some people say, I'm a natural beauty, I don't wear makeup, yada, yada, yada. I'm gonna tell you this, the dark circles under my eyes, told me a whole nother story. Also, as I started creating and doing wig reviews and stuff, honestly, no one, not even the white people that do wig reviews, do it with no makeup on. They got some lashes on, even if it's the fake ones. There's a certain way how when you're entering a creators community, there are certain unwritten rules. And as you're watching videos, you realize most people are done up. Now, do they do the colors I do? No. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that green is my absolute favorite color. And I love Black-owned liquid matte companies like Colored Rain Cosmetics. This is like my favorite lipstick. Shout out to the Crayon Case and Clarity Cosmetics. Those are all Black-owned cosmetics companies. If I'm going non-Black owned, then you're probably going to see me in Too Faced Cosmetics. More so the lipsticks, the liquid matte lipsticks. And they discontinued my absolutely favorite one, which was called Wicked. And it was a green and it was fire. My second favorite is this Lady Balls red. So I do not wear Too Faced Cosmetics born this way on my actual skin because apparently I was born a different way. Like I'm Black. If you didn't know, I'm Black. Blackity black. Anyway, so as we're in the makeup world, it's kind of harder for darker skinned people to get the matches that they need, but makeup companies are doing a better job in 2023. And shout out to the Black-owned companies that are really creating colors, especially lipstick colors that shine on melanin. Because I'm telling you, babes, I wear this green as like an everyday color. So those are my tips. This is my first time doing this and I didn't do it perfectly. Wendy, I'm no expert. But, you know, shout out to you for giving me this advice. At least I know in a crunch, if I don't have color corrector, I can do a little bit more to cover the circles. I could have done better, but I was a little heavy-handed and a little scared. So I'll practice off camera, and when I really get it perfected, I'm gonna let y'all know. Now, I told you guys I mostly have liquid matte lipsticks. I think for this particular create your own color corrector, I think liquid matte works because everything sets easily. I don't want to know what would have happened had I used like a glossy lipstick. I don't know if everything would have set the same. So if you have a liquid matte in any color that you think will match the dark circles, like cover the dark circles under your eyes, you should really go ahead and give that a try. I'll find out from Wendy if glossy was an issue versus matte. But for me, I'm going to be trying matte because it's set nicely. You know, once I should have followed the 1-drop rule for each lipstick, but I was like, oh my God, I got to cover these bags. And I don't know if I let it set in long enough. So this is all going to be a trial and error type of thing. I like to do different things on my channel. Makeup is not my strong point, but if I learn something new, I try to bring it to you guys. Sometimes you're on a budget and in a pinch, there may be an idea out there and maybe you're going to perfect this idea even better than I did. And it's going to help you out on a night that maybe you ran out of color corrector or ran out of concealer, or you just have a little bit of each, or you're trying to create your own. You don't have to go crazy. You can just still try something, mix and match, and figure out what works on your skin. Yeah, it sucks doing that when you really need to go out, but it's so fun. Like I had a lot of fun with you guys today. I was sweating a little bit, especially when I saw under one eye, the red was running, under the other eye, the orange was running. But in general, and I really think the orange more matched my tone. But when I really perfect this, I think it's going to be like an excellent thing. And then I can make it into a short TikTok or a short reel so that you guys can get that done like quick. So those are my tips today. I know these have been some long videos. And like I said, I am seriously no expert in this area. I'm just giving it a try. And it's nice to know in a pinch you can make something at home that may really be helpful to you when you need to go out. So now for all you natural beauties, and I consider myself a natural beauty, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of makeup. I always do a light beat. I am not a type of person that does a full beat like I'm about to be on a red carpet, but I think it's so good to practice, watch some YouTube videos, and at least learn how to do a light beat on your face. If you've got to go to a special event last minute and you've got to hook up your own makeup, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And then there's some people that completely reject makeup and they are comfortable with their bags. Power to you, sister. But let me just tell you, I don't want to look at my bags and dark circles every day. And if a little bit of brightening and covering can just make me enhance more of my natural self, then that makes me feel wonderful. All right, it's hot. I don't know how any of these videos are going to be, and I'm going to try my best to post them up between today and tomorrow. Wendy, I'm probably gonna tag you in them. And yeah, I don't think I said any curse words except for like a Jamaican curse word. So I think we're good to go. All right, thank you so much, you guys, for hanging with me today. And like I said, I am not a professional, but here's the thing. When I was going and looking up the color corrector, I didn't want people who don't really have dark circles under their eyes, or they just got a little bit of dark circles and they're doing the color corrector. I want to see that your eyes are beat up and then you do the color corrector. That's what I needed to see. So shout out to the people that are showing their real dark circles. And as a matter of fact, I thought mine were really, really bad. And then I was on YouTube and I was like, ooh, some people really stressed out earlier. Maybe it's like a genetic thing. I have no idea. I know mine is from working 12 plus hours a day for such a long time. So many years, I've lost count, but definitely over 10 years. And then, you know, not taking care of myself the way I should. But thank God, when you let young skin be young, at least I don't really have to worry too much about blemishes. I just got these dark circles to cover, and then I'm good to go. All right, it's KJM. It's Manic Monday. I tried something new. And yeah, I'm a little bit late with this week's Hallmark review, but it's going to be up sometime soon. And thank you guys so much for all your support. And Wendy, I love you so much. Hug Chelsea for me. I am really trying to make it to Australia sometime soon so I can finally see you guys in person. Bye, guys. Till the next time. Yeah, no, it's not perfect, but I'm happy with the look.